had several blockages in his arteries. He's now under observation. They will find out in the next few days. They will do an angiogram or an open heart surgery. As per Sol, he said, he needs to forget about it first for the next 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, and is dedicating this game to his father.
Well, thank you, Dominic, and that's definitely a tough request for a professional basketball player to put aside, those personal concerns. As we head back into this matchup, three-point attempt by Arboleda, no good. But earlier, J.R. Reyes providing instant offense for Rain or Shine. But here's the takeaway by Buenafit, and it's off to the races. Quick foul, give it up by Laude.
And what we've seen with Rain or Shine, when they've given up the fouls, they've been smart fouls. That's another smart foul right there that they gave up, because that was going to be a layup on the part of Air21.
And Hickerson taking some time to lace up here. Hickerson off the high screen. Buenafit clear. That's short. Norwood now in the paint. And that's going to be foul number 2 on the former George Mason University standout.
Ronde Buenafit, not really known for his defense, but one of the things that he has done well this conference, at least, really worked on it, is moving his feet and getting offensive fouls from his opponents.
Hickerson, short baseline 2 is good. So a warning for flopping has just been called on Eddie Laude, and now it's time for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters to call for a break. 5 minutes and 47 still remaining. The Elasto Painters up by 9. And we invite you to catch Boxing at the Bay for Unbreakable, presented to you by Solar TV, and that will feature Brian the Hawaiian Punch Veloria taking on Omar Soto. That is this Saturday, July 10 at the Inares Sports Arena at 5:30. And you can purchase your tickets at TicketNet by calling 911-5555, and you can also get them at Ticket World by calling 891-9999. And we're back here at the Big Dome. This is the Wild Cards, with the Air21 Express meeting Rain or Shine for the right to meet Coca-Cola in a knockout matchup on Wednesday, and that will determine the final cast member of the quarterfinals. And we've got Patricia Hizo now standing by with this report.
Let's talk about Leroy Hickerson. Now, he sees the positive side of losing to the Elasto Painters after leading by 30. He said if they beat them by 30, Rain or Shine would probably be out hungrier tonight and come out for revenge. He says basketball is psychological, so hunger is a big part of the game. Actually, that's one of the things that I'm sure he's wanting right now, for the team to come out hungrier. Now, looking back at how it happened, everything was going their way out last time against the Elasto Painters, but they stopped looking at the scoreboard. Also tonight, they must learn to play team ball, not go one-on-one against the Elasto Painters, because they do have great individual players, and they can't allow Rain or Shine to dictate the pace either. Vito, Jason?
Thanks, Patricia. Well, that's exactly what's happening here in the first quarter. The Elasto Painters are, in fact, dictating the pace of this ball game. They're now ahead, well, now only by 9 after that Rich Alvarez soft 2.
But if you're Rain or Shine, what you notice is if you're a player, Air21 has done a poor job on your pick and roll offense. So you can just keep on going there, because they're not trapping, and they're trapping softly. And you can see most of their points coming out of that pick and roll, except for that one.
And that was a brave jumper taken by Jeff Chan. And a struggle shot taken by Wynne Arboleda on that last sequence. Now the Elasto Painters back on the offensive end. Chan moves in, step back jumper, no good. Rebound by Kramer. And the Air21 Express trying to get their act together here in the first quarter. Hickerson opting to take the 3. That rattles out. And in comes Sol Mercado. And that's going to be the first foul against Ron J. Buenafe, and Sol Mercado has earned himself another trip to the line.
So it's one thing to actually have quickness, but it's another thing to realize that you have to change speeds. That's what Sol Mercado did in that play of his, in his attack to the hoop. You have to change speed. So yung bumabantay sila, hindi alam kung kailangan siyang bumilis o bumagal.
Let's take a look now at this Yakult Slam Dunk starring Gabe Norwood. Beautiful feed there given up by Eddie Laure. Missed jumper there, or missed free throw rather, by Sol Mercado on his second attempt, but nonetheless the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters looking in good shape here in the first quarter, ahead by 12 with 3 minutes and 48 to go. And Hickerson.
He looks frustrated.
You're right.
It seems that he wants some certain things to be done and he's not seeing it getting done. But the thing is, the ball is also dying in his hands. You know, he gets the ball and he watches, surveys the field, and you know, the rest. What happens is the rest of your teammates start watching you.
That's a turnover committed by the Elasto Painters. And a nice layup given up by Wynne Arboleda. Just beating Sol Mercado to the step there. That's the first 2 points for Arboleda. Off the double team. Reyes inside the Laure. Hook shot's no good. And that pass was well read by Sol Mercado. And now Sol Mercado in double digits here in the first quarter with 10.
Good defense.
Gabe Norwood on the other end doing his part, slapping that away. And we've got a timeout here. The Rain or Shine Elasto Painters ahead by 10. 22-12, capped off by this Sol Mercado slam. We'll be right back. And we are back at the Big Dome. Here's another Yakult Slam Dunk coming at you, starting Sol Mercado, who came off a steal to pull off this slam. And for those of you just joining us, the Fiesta Conference playoffs are now officially underway, starting off with the wild card phase. The Coca-Cola Tigers, earlier in the first game, secured the first spot, at least in the playoff, for that quarterfinal spot. Winner of this one will meet Coca-Cola in the next round. Sol Mercado, you see there, already with 10 points to his name.
And one of the keys for Rain or Shine in our webpage is for them to play with a lot of soul, and they've done it. They've played with a lot of energy. And obviously, Sol Mercado already, like you mentioned, 10 points in the first quarter. Has not missed from the field, only missed one from the free throw line.
Coach Yang Yao forced to shake things up here as far as their rotation is concerned. Now with Mamaril. You also have Ramsey Williams in the ball game. And also Ronnie Matias. A nice attempt there by Billy Mamaril, trying to come up with one back door off the inbound. Arellano. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Ibanez. Back to Arellano. Jerby Cruz.
And interesting for Rain or Shine, it's Marcy Arellano that comes off the bench first. We've seen T.Y. Tam come off the bench lately, but so far in this game, they feel that Arellano is a better fit.
Doug Kramer owning another offensive rebound and putback.
So that time that he spent with Barangay Ginebra on the bench may have been a time in which, sabihin natin, as a player, nagutom ulit siya.
Tama.
And you can see when he's right now back at Air21, he likes to, he's fighting for those offensive rebounds, and that's because he knows if he gets offensive rebounds, if he attacks the glass, he's going to get some playing time.
And he's definitely earned it here in the first quarter.
And here it is, not giving up on the play. Not really the biggest guy in terms of power forward, but then rebounding is all about heart and wanting that basketball.
Less than 2 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Aranya finds J.R. Reyes.